Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video I believe is my 7th update for my Partners in Cream project for 2024. like year is it? My goodness, that's like total brain freeze there. We're still in 2024. So this is a project created by Steph and Dylan. I will have their information linked down below. I love this project, super easy, 5 to 7 products that are cream or liquid, rolling project. So when you finish something, roll something new in. I've been doing mostly that, but I don't think I've finished a couple things in this project so far. The only thing I'm doing a little differently with my blushes is I've been kind of rotating through all of my blushes for the year. So let's get into the product. So the first product I have is this Temp2 Boxy Charm product. It's a liquid glow. We're getting oh so close. Sorry, I just shook it up, of course, when I picked it up. But you can see, hopefully, where my line is. We're getting close, but I just don't see us. I don't see us finishing this by the end of the year, unfortunately. It's just not. It's not going to happen. So, you know, we're going to keep working on it. Just got real dark all of a sudden. We're just going to lighten things up a little here. There. Hopefully that's a little bit better. There you go. That's even better. Even better. So we're working through it. It's not going to get finished by the end of the year, but I will probably end up just rolling this into either if I do Partners in Cream next year, which I think I might probably do, or I'll roll it into my regular project pan and put something else in this project. But yeah, I enjoy this. I've been kind of just using it as like an all-over primer, like at times, just like slapping it all over my face. And then I go in with the e.l.f., which is coming up, and just kind of like put that in like the T-zone area. So again, good progress on this. I was hoping like the first month, let's just kind of go back to zooming in on this. The first month there, you can see I made really good progress, and it was like, oh, if that's the progress that I'm going to make. But then I slowed down. So had I been doing that every month, I probably would have finished this, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So last month this was 21.28 grams. It's now 19.43 grams. That's a difference of 1.84 grams. So again, a lot of usage, but unfortunately it's just a slow going product. This product, I'm so sad that I didn't finish it. It is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. We are so close, guys. Can you see where it is? Like, it's so close in the bottom. I haven't pulled the stopper or anything. I don't think I will. I talked about this last video. The thing that slows me down on using this is I can't travel with it. Like, I can't put it in my purse. I can't take it to work. I have to just use it at home because it leaks everywhere. So if I'm not home, I don't use this. So unfortunately, that's why there's still a teeny tiny little bit left in there. So again, next month, I'll have it finished by next update for sure. Based on my previous usage, I can't see this not being finished. So last month this was 30.36 grams. It's now 29.66 grams. That's a difference of 1.08 grams. Next up is my blush, which I didn't really use. I did slap it on today before this video, but I haven't used this a whole lot, partially because I've been transitioning to using my Bite Beauty lipstick as a blush in my project pan, and it's very similar in like, it's different shade, but it's similar. Like, it's got the similar vein, so I tend to go for that because I really want to finish that. So I use this like maybe 3 times. The weight change was teeny tiny, and last month it was 24.02. It's now 24.01. So we didn't get a whole lot of use out of it. I did use it, but not nearly as much as I intended. I talked in my last video, I did have the LYS blush, the really bright pink one, and I did use that I think once or twice as well. I don't want to say more than that. Because it was like, still kind of felt like very warm. It's so funny how thinking about a month ago, things were still really warm, and it's like this week we've definitely we've flipped a page, and it is now feeling very fall here in Toronto. So next up we have the Nars Laguna Bronzer. This is in the OG shade of Laguna 02. Making good progress on this. It looks a little crazy because I use a stippling brush when I go at it. Don't know how well you'll see. There is a dip-ish in the middle. I think I'm still on track to hit pan on this. It's going to be a photo finish though, because I do have to work at it pretty sparingly. But I have been focusing on this more so than the bronzer in my project pan or in my pan that palette. Like this is the one I've been mostly trying to pull and use because I would like to reach pan on this. It would be really nice if I could do that. So last month this was 57.8 grams. It's now 57.33 grams. That's a difference of 0.47 grams. The other thing I didn't mention with this is it is a little deep. Like I can go overboard, and you know me, I like my bronzer. So I have to be careful with this because I can go a little overboard with it. So I feel like I don't use as much of it compared to like other bronzers that I could, like especially a powder one that I could probably use a little bit more. This one I feel like I need to like go gently. And then the last thing I have still in the project is the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams. This is just basically their putty primer in like a custom limited edition scent, flavor, whatever. This, it's not going to show up very well on camera. Let's maybe try and get the lighting down, even though it's already gone down quite a bit. It's fairly white, but I think you can definitely see there's a dip. Oh, there we go. Let's just tip it upside down. Let's get some shade in there. There we go. Yeah, you can totally see there's a good sized dip. Again, I don't think I will have any issue hitting pan on this. I am fairly confident. I definitely won't finish it, obviously, but hitting pan on it, I'm pretty confident that I will actually probably possibly do that by the next update. Again, I don't use a whole lot of product. I am just kind of focusing it on the T-zone. I don't cover my whole face with it, but I'm enjoying it. I do think it might be breaking me out a little bit because I've been getting like, I have a zit right there. I have one on my forehead. Well, the one on my chin was from something else, but like, I think this might be breaking me out a little. Not a whole lot, but a little. So that's kind of annoying. Not enough for me to stop using it, at least not yet. But we'll kind of keep an eye on things. But that's going to be kind of annoying if that's the case. So last month this was 49.37 grams. It's now 47.13 grams. That's a difference of 2.28 grams. So I'm really happy with the progress on that. And because I'm rolling out the Merit blush, I am going to be rolling in another blush, which is also a Merit blush. I do have 2 more blushes left in this project. Like I had said this at the beginning of the year, I had 12 liquid blushes at the beginning of the year. So it worked out nicely that like I could do one a month. Or no, I had like 10 and then I've added a few. So I think I'm actually at 13 now. But that's beside the point. I pretty much mapped out what I'm going to use for the rest of the year. So this is the one that I'm going to use for the month of October. This is in the shade Fox. I think it's a nice, like, warm, it's a good summer shade, but also a good fall shade. I definitely will pair this with, like, Too Faced Spice palette, like that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to look really nice with a lot of, like, fall looks that I plan on doing. Although I definitely am planning on going very, like, berry-like. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in Vampire Love. Love this shade. Like, I love it. It's so, it's intense but wearable. Like, I just feel like it's got that right balance of, it's not very warm. It's actually more of a cool toned. Like, it's a berry, I don't know, it's a really nice shade. Really like it, but it's not too purpley. Anyway, I'm a fan. So yeah, that's the blush that I am rolling in. So that's it for this project. I think it's going fairly well. It would have been nice to kind of move some things. Like I would have been happier if I had gotten the lip gloss done and if I had better progress on the Temptube Liquid Glow. I would be really happy if I could finish that by the end of the year, but it will be finished early next year or sometime next year. So like it will get finished. At least like there's progress. It's one of those things like, it's not like some products, like my eyebrow product, that like you don't really feel like you're really making very much progress on it. I do feel like I am making progress on that. So that's it for the Partners in Cream. I do want to talk about something that's maybe not so positive, not makeup related either. So if you're not into hearing not happy news, feel free to exit right now. Because I know when I took on this journey, I chose to take it on. You guys didn't choose to take it on, but I'm sharing it with you anyway because it's part of my life. That's like, can't really hide it. There he is right there. So this is Eeyore. So a little bit of a backstory if you don't know. I did talk about this at various points if you're like on my Instagram and things like that. He is a foster. He's, I guess, technically a foster fail, but he's actually more what you would call a forever foster. So basically, Forever Foster is a dog that is just, it's not fair to adopt him out because for various reasons, he's not healthy. Generally, Forever Fosters are like hospice dogs. And that's Eeyore. So I'm holding it in. I have cried so much in the last couple weeks because I knew last week that things were shifting. And when you know, like, it's not my first rodeo at this, and it won't be my last, which I know sounds crazy, but I definitely will be taking a break after Eeyore for various reasons. But yeah, we kind of took a turn last week. We've kind of taken another turn this week, and it's like, I'm hopeful that he will get a little bit better. Like a few things happened this week that I was like, that wasn't so good, but I think, I'm giving him a bit of rest and, managing his diet, hopefully a little bit better. And, I'm hoping, that we can get some good quality days over the next little while, but it's a time limited engagement, is basically what I want to say. So this might be the last or one of the last videos that you might see him in. I know that's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me. And if you guys are anything like me, I cry over dogs that I've never met. Dogs like, Wolfgang, if you ever follow Wolfgang, he is a super senior cheerleader dog guy on Instagram. Every time he loses one, because you can tell how much he loves his dogs, like anybody, even when I hear when someone's dog is ill, I get upset. So, thinking about Jagger, and I, again, just saw panning and stuff. She just got a new dog. Like, so she's been through, a lot of us have been through losing our pets, and it's not easy. And the irony with this guy is when I chose to foster him, I was kind of told he might only live a month, maybe a few months. In a weird way, that would have been easier. It's been almost of a month. Like, I'm so attached to him. And it's a shame. Like, I feel like, it's not fair in a sense, but at the same time, like, I did my best to give him a happy life for the end of his road. But it's like, he's such a good dog for me. Like, as much as Harley was a good dog for me, he's the same but different. Like, it's hard to explain because he's such a different personality. Like, he has so much more energy, which has been trying, like, right now with him not being, at the top of his game. He still has energy. He still has this, like, autopilot of, like, gotta go out and hunt, gotta go out and sniff. And it's like, dude, like, you don't, and you shouldn't. Like, you need to rest. So that's been challenging because I've never had a dog at this stage with that much energy. So, but yeah, like, he's such a good little companion for me. Like, there's so much trust. And it's funny, I was looking at videos from when I first got him, and, like, the first day he was, like, right up at me, like, letting me pet him, like, right up in my face, licking my face. And he doesn't do that with other people. He never has. I've never seen him be so close with anybody else but me. And he was like that with me right away. So, like, there was this instant trust. I joke now, like, I think when I brought him home and, like, he came here, it was like, oh, this is my assignment. Like, my assignment is to protect you and to be your little hunter. And, like, that's our deal. So we had a very good bond right away, which was challenging because he basically hated everybody in my family. Because everybody else was a threat. So that's been something we've had to work on. But yeah, the emotional roller coaster is wild. Like, the last month we were definitely on the roller coaster. Things, I knew, like, a month ago, it's like, okay, things, we are changing. I know things are, the road, it's coming. But it was like, kiddie coaster. Now we're at, like, full-on Universal Studios roller coaster. So we're just trying to take it one day at a time. Like I said, this is part of owning dogs. Probably the hardest part of owning pets in general is we know when we take them on, we are going to outlive them. And we do our best. And he doesn't know what's coming. Like, he has no idea that, the end is nigh, unfortunately. But in some cases, it's like, I thought about this with Harley too. It's like, Harley was in so much pain by the end with this arthritis. This guy, so his issues, I don't know if I've really explained them, but like he has prostate disease, potentially has cancer. We don't really know because we didn't do any full tests on that. And then kidney disease. Kidney disease is the worst part. Like his kidneys, like the numbers are off the charts. So again, I've had other pets with kidney disease, so I know how that rodeo goes. So yeah, basically, the prostate's a big one. So he was never neutered. So again, spay and neuter your pets, because if he had been neutered when he was young, the prostate disease wouldn't have been a thing. He also has terrible dental, and I know that's also part of it. Like, you know, if he just wasn't taken care of medically. I mean, I can tell he was loved. He's such a good boy, but he just wasn't taken care of medically his whole life. So, or at least for most of his life. So, yeah, I know that's sad news, but I want to, I feel like I need to like tell you now, because I feel like I got a lot of flack for not giving the heads up to people when Harley was on the decline. And, you know, I feel like it doesn't make it any easier, but just so you know what's going on. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm trying not to cry. Like, I'm trying so hard. Like I said, I probably will flick this camera off and it's going to be waterworks. So, yeah. Yeah, that was the awkward, don't cry laugh. Like, I try and find humor, and that helps me deal with the hard parts. So with that, we are going to end this video. If you did like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.